Hey, y'all, come on in. Say hey. Let me know you're in the house. And we don't have that here. Okie dokie. So what's everybody up to? Y'all say hey. Okay, I am live. Everybody knows. Hey, Miss Karen with Shop Paradise Creations. How are you doing, my friend? Come on in. Hey, Miss Deanne. How are you doing? Try and get back over to me. So what did everybody do this weekend? Did y'all have a great weekend? All right. I hope you did. Well, we are going to paint a little something. I need to get this painted because I need to get done. But y'all, I just want to show y'all the cutest little thing. Well, we don't have many people here. I just did these and I'm going to post the video. But if you made an order, you got this or a pair of sunflowers in with your order this month. The little DIYs. But are those not the cutest little things? I did that one. And then I did that one. But if you did a regular priced order, not sale stuff, then you got those or a little pair of sunflowers to do. So I'm doing a tutorial on them. Hey, Miss Gail, how are you doing? There's Miss Queen Bee Creations. How are you? Welcome and good Monday morning to you too. All right, so I'm going to do a little thing. It's a scarecrow. It's got several different pieces, and at the end, we're going to put it all together. And I will show you what it turns out to be, but it is so super cute. I think y'all are going to love it. I think y'all are going to love it. Well, we had an extra special, exciting weekend here. Our son, Mr. Blake, got engaged this weekend to the most precious little sweet girl we ever met. So, we love her so much. I know, it's froze. I like to have never got in on Joyce's live earlier. I am in the Hen House and Bloom group today, and I kept trying to get in and get in and get in. It keeps repeating the same thing over and over. So if it does, just go out and come back. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Miss Anna. So, my tier tray group's got the little scarecrow earrings, and those went out to a lot of other folks too, so with their orders. And there is C3 Cottage Crafts. Welcome in. And guys, she is up next after me. And I know your name, but I could not think of it to save my soul. Do y'all do that? Golly. I was like, tell me your name, and I will, as soon as I'm done. I didn't have time to go look because I watched Joyce too long. Hey, Miss Sue. But Joyce was before me, and then Brenda was before her. We got a full day today. So I hope y'all will hang out. And if you're not already following over at the Hen House and Bloom event group, I hope y'all will. Hey, Miss Jerry. All right, let me get my paper towel. Oops, I'm over here painting my stand, y'all. And I want my fence to look like it's stained. And I haven't decided if I'm going to crackle it or not. I don't think I am. I think I'm gonna see how I like it like this. Cindy, golly, I'm so sorry. And I tagged you, but I could not think of your name. Goodness gracious. Do y'all do that, or is it just me? Hey, Kim Smith. Well, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Like I say, ours was wonderful. We are so excited. We weren't with them when they got engaged. They were actually on holiday. They were on vacation this weekend. And we got that wonderful information Hey, Miss Pam, Vintage Fair by Flair by Julie. I learned how to talk. Is in. And if y'all see any of my friends here under their business pages, guys, make sure that you go back and see them. Don't leave me to go do it now, but you go back and see them afterwards. I know it happens to all of us. It does. I think when you're live, it's so hard because you're trying to think of all the things you need to do and say, especially if you're in an event, because you want to prompt the event and make sure everybody knows where you're at and what you're doing and all the things. And Miss Karen with Shop Paradise Creations and Miss Ollie are our handy-dandy admins. And we love them so much. They do so much for us. So I'll make sure to show them some love. Is anyone having trouble with Facebook lately? We all are, Gail. It repeats the same thing over and over and over. The only thing you can do is go out and swipe out. If you're on the iPhone, swipe all of your apps up and clear all of them out. And then try coming back. I went in about 3 times before I finally got Miss Joyce. So we all are having the same problem. It is that lovely book that we love to fuss about. But we all appreciate the platform. I do anyway. I appreciate that it's here and that we have the opportunity. I just wish that they wouldn't change it so much where it would work a little better for us. That's my only wish. I know, Miss Nancy, we are so excited. She is wonderful. They have known each other for a while now, so, and they get along so good. And like I say, we just love her. Hey, Miss Kathy, how are you doing? And I know that I have an earring, little ring in my orange paint. And it's okay because I dropped it there when I was painting those earlier. And the paint's wet and I'm not going digging for it. You would try that, but you're here now, so I'm staying. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, if you go out, you might get back in and you might not. So you don't ever know. All right, well, that paint's still good. I'm going to pull it. And there is Miss Devonna with Handmade with Heart by Devonna. How are you doing, sweet friend? Thank you for popping in and hanging out with me. I know you might be at work, so I'm going to be quiet. Oh, hey, Deanne. I said hey to you first thing, I think. So I'm glad you are here, madam. Yes, you know what? I do appreciate every opportunity that I am given on this platform. Like I say, it just is, it can be frustrating sometimes. Frustrating. But beyond that, we saw friends this weekend from out of town. And so we were glad to get to visit with them for a little bit. They only come around about once a year. So they were at some other friend's house. So we went and hung out with them. You just found an envelope with earrings you got from me. And you forgot about them. No. Well, what were they? Tell me what you got. I have sent popsicles. We've had sunflowers. Now we've got scarecrows. I actually have some of the little square scarecrow faces that I did last year. I haven't seen any of those this year, though. Hey, Jessica. How are you? But, all right, so I'm going to do these. I'm going to do the middle one, cream colored, and the others I'm going to do orange. And we're going to shade on them a little bit, but pull that down. You missed it. You missed. Oh, I didn't do it live. It's a video. It was not. I didn't do it live. I was actually doing that video while I was watching Joyce. It wasn't live. It'll be posted later. Like I say, I wanted, if you do them live, they go away. But if I post it as like a video, it stays longer. And I wanted it to be able to stay so people would have a tutorial to be able to paint their earrings. It was the sunflower. And I don't think it was that one. I think it's a different one, isn't it? You got the pointy sunflower from last year, maybe? I have one of them in here. But that's this year's sunflower. Thank you, Deanne. Like I say, we are so excited. She is so sweet. We just love her to pieces. She is. I couldn't have handpicked anybody better for him. Let's just say that. And if you see this, I do love you, sweetie. Oh, my gosh. Sunshine Designs. Well, hey, Miss Sherry, how are you doing? We were just talking about our son got engaged this weekend, so we don't know when the big day is going to be yet. We haven't talked. We were letting them enjoy the fact that they were engaged before we start asking all kinds of questions. You know, sometimes you get bombarded too much. That's a big step, so we wanted them to enjoy that and enjoy their vacation before we start asking the $10 million question. You think it's from last year? It's like it's on a base inside. I don't remember which ones those were. You'll have to send me a picture of them. Because like I say, I think I did 2 pairs last year of sunflowers. But I like to do the earrings. Like I say, they're a lot of fun. They're not hard to paint, so they're fun. You saw it? Yes. I did, Miss Deanne. It went out this morning. It's on its way, girlfriend. I know. We can't wait to see more pictures. Which they did send us some other pictures, but I didn't share all of them. I didn't want y'all to get sick of it. Y'all come here for me to paint and craft and all. I didn't think y'all would want to see all that, so. But I had to share the news with y'all, so, because y'all are like family. Y'all are all my friends, so I had to share with my friends, but I didn't want to bombard anybody, so I didn't post all of them. Y'all will probably get to see more, though, down the road. And Mr. White, he was excited, but we were with our friends, so I couldn't post anything. I had to wait until the next day, y'all, to post, so that was super hard because they wanted to share the news first, and I get that. I get it. I ain't mad. Just a little bit. No, not really. Yeah, let me, you forgot. So you need to get them painted still. Get them painted, girl. I can't wait to see them. Make sure to post them over on my sharing page. It's Crafting and More, the and sign. And if y'all aren't already over there, just make sure to go over there and post, share your stuff. We don't sell stuff over there. It's just to come in and share your things. All right, so we're gonna share these pumpkins. We're gonna shade these pumpkins. Hey Dixie, how are you doing? And there's Miss Pam King. All right, so I am going to put a little water and pick up a little bit of that red. And don't be afraid to do this part, guys, because you know what? It gives your pumpkin such a nice look when you add the shading and stuff into them. Make sure to shade them up. And if it gets too much, you can always just come back in with some more orange paint. Hey, Yachty, it has been... I was thinking about you the other day. I saw your event, and I didn't see anything on you. Well, I'll have to message you because I don't want to bombard it here, but I'll message you. I have been missing you and all your things. And when I saw you this weekend, I was like, thank you for sending me out. You're so sweet. Watching and working. Shh, don't tell everybody. You get in trouble. Oops, it's a little more than what I wanted. And if it's more than what you want, just wipe it off and come back in. I like to do this when it's a little bit damp. And if it gets way too much, you can just put a little bit of more orange. But I never saw a perfect clean pumpkin, so I dirty mine up just a little bit. And then just, if it's too much, come back with the orange and clean it up a little bit. And I don't ever wash my brush in between, hardly. There we go. All right, so the cream one, we're going to come in with a little bit of brown and do it. And I make my paint thinner. I don't have water on my brush. I just dip it in the water and then blot it. And then I come back in with my color. Oops, don't want to go on that one with that. All right. So let's do our stem one more time, and then we're going to move on. We got the fence. I think we're going to do our scarecrow next. We got a scarecrow, y'all. Put some more on the stem. All right. Let's, I'm going to move my earrings. I don't want to get something all over them. Dripped water. Let me fix it. That's what happens when you put your water cup too close. Hey, Miss Cheryl King, how are you? I didn't see you come in a minute ago, madam. All right, so we have our little scarecrow guy. So we are going to, while we've got that brown still going a little bit here, I'm going to mix it up a little more. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do my little. What color should we do? Should we? I'm trying to think what color I want to do his little shirt. I think I'm going to do his pants, the blue jeans. What do y'all think? Do him some blue jeans and maybe a blue jean. What color should we make his top? Should we make it orange or should we make it barn red? Let's do his face while I still got some of this going. Thin it out a little bit. Can't see a comment one. I know y'all are commenting, but let's see if we got them here. Whoops. I was watching. Hey, Bonnie. There you are. I miss you too, Miss Yachty. We'll have to work on that. We had a lot of stuff going on around here, so I stepped back a little bit. But time to get going again. All right, we got his little scarecrow face. And I didn't do it real thick because I didn't want to fill his little mouth in. Hey, Charlotte, there's Miss Angela. My friends are starting to show up. Where y'all been? Working. Y'all just say barn red. All right, well, I'm going to do his little pants blue. Hey, Julie. Why don't you dislike it when your paint does that? And what I do with the blue is I'm just going to put a little bit right there and just mix a little bit of water with it. So what did y'all, I told y'all what we did this weekend, what happened. Ooh. I haven't messed with jute in a while, y'all, but it's still hanging out. But, so y'all tell me what y'all did this weekend. What did y'all do? Yesterday, we didn't do much. Mister had to work. So, all right, so we got our blue jeans. And I think, well, I got that. I think I'm going to do the hat blue jeans too. Oh, I don't, not his hair. Oh, well, we'll paint over it. I already did the hair. Hey, not hair. Our little hay on there. But see how that looks like just an old faded out pair of blue jeans? It's not really painted. It's just faded looking. I like it. I think it's cute. Okay, so let's get a little green. So does anybody have big plans for the week? We don't. We're going to be boring this week. And I can't decide if I want to do that whole thing. I think I am. I'm going to just do the whole thing. Green. Because he's standing there. I guess I could have made it hay instead of green. I might come back in and put a little bit there. And y'all still there? I'm not seeing anybody talking. Y'all ain't mad at me, are you? But I'll be live a good bit this week. Tomorrow and Wednesday. So y'all will have to make sure to come and hang out. Thursday and Friday's still up in the air. I don't have anything planned, but y'all know how that goes. I got a ton of stuff that I need to get done. So, and Deanne said barn red on our... What color should we put with barn red? Because I want to do his little ruffle a color. Should we do like a cream or... While we're thinking about that, let's do his hair. Hey, Mel, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'll give him a little hair, little hay hair. And I'll have to go over that again. And I'm going to do, these will stick out from the arms. So let's get a better brush for that. We'll get a larger one. Y'all make sure to sprinkle, 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 and sprinkle everybody in the event today, guys. Make sure, because like I say, y'all heard right at the very beginning, it's being difficult today. So make sure to give everybody a sprinkle. Sprinkling doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And we appreciate it more than what you ever know. I don't think there's one person on here right now that goes live that will say that they don't appreciate that. So, I know I do. Hey, Dawn, how are you doing? And I don't think I had to do those, but they're done. And there's Miss Pam Schulman. How are you? I'm glad you are here. All right, so let's do... I want to do barn red, but I'm afraid. Let's do this. Let's do Laguna, and we're going to do the frill. I think those two colors will look good together. What do y'all think? Uh-oh. We got none. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, those two look good together. So we're going to paint the jacket this color, and then we'll come in and do the Laguna for the frill around the top. Does that look too girly, maybe? What do y'all think? Let's do this. Let's make it darker. And I'm just going over the little patches. We'll paint those back in. Like I say, these little kids, y'all, they're so easy to paint. And this one, y'all are going to love what it actually does. So y'all make sure to hang out and see. Hey, Debbie, how are you doing? All right, rinse it out, and then we're going to come back and go over top of it. And pull some of the paint off. And all of your little details, unless you put a ton of paint on that, they're still going to come through, back through. You see how you can see the patches and all? They still pop back in. But I'm going to get that little brush again and come back in. Avon with Christine. Welcome in. I haven't seen Avon in a while. I'm glad to know it's still going. I remember my mother sold Avon. Do they still? I got a question. I remember my favorite part about my mama. I was little, y'all. I remember my most favorite part about my mama selling Avon was the lipstick samples. You remember the little tiny ones? They were white, and then they turned to kind of like a turquoise color, the little packaging for them. Do they still have those, or did they discontinue that? That was just the best. The little samples. I can never do the perfume because I had asthma, but the samples were great. Linda Sanders, how are you doing, my South Carolina sister? Welcome in. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the patch. This color. Are the sunflowers grow in South Carolina? We do have sunflowers. I haven't seen any of the big sunflower fields like we normally have this year, but I hadn't really been by where they normally grow them either, so. But yeah, we do have huge, and a lot of people will grow sunflowers and then they do photos in the sunflower fields. They're beautiful. We're going to put some, Melanie Block, where have you been, my dear? Welcome in. I am glad you were here, madam. And y'all, a scarecrow doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to match beautifully. Because what do you do with a scarecrow? You put old clothes on them and put them out in the field because they're just supposed to get rid of the crows. But I don't think the crows around here are too intimidated by a scarecrow. I think they just will kind of go up and sit on them. So how much time I got? I got 30 minutes. We'll come back and put some decorations in those in just a little bit. And I think... And we'll come back and put another coat on these. Give him some little wood buttons. Wanda Blackwell. Hello, hello. I think I said hey to you a minute ago. But if I missed anybody coming in, I'm glad y'all are here. Make sure to say hey again if I didn't say hey to you. Hey, Cindy. But up after me is C3 Cottage Crafts, so y'all make sure to stay behind and hang out with her. And that's Miss Cindy. Brighten up that hair a little bit. I think I had Golden Sunset a minute ago instead of King's Gold. Hey, Jackie, how are you? And there's Miss Kathy. Y'all welcome in. Thank y'all for popping in to hang out with me. I appreciate it. And I do need a little drop of white. I hope I can get some out of this. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Let's see if I missed anybody else. You made hummingbird food. They are swarming and fussing at you. Girl, I filled mine up yesterday, and I'm going to tell you what, they have about ate me out of house and home. Those hummingbirds. I'll put it to you this way. Wesley told me, he said, you were going to have to just start buying sugar at Sam's as much as you've used this year. Because they have really... I've had more birds this year than I've ever had. I had never had this many before, but we have loved every minute of it. They have been wonderful. Hey, Debbie. So we have... we've really enjoyed the birds. The hummingbirds this year. But we, Wesley and I were in the kitchen and we had the back, the door open to our patio. It's a glass door. And so we were standing there in the kitchen and he had his back to the door, y'all. And I'm like, turn around slow. And he said, what? I said, turn around real slow. And so he turned around real slow. Y'all, there was one of the little hummers. It's the little female. And y'all know I saved one of the little females. I keep saying it's got to be her. I know, I'm just thinking, I'm just wishing. But she was right at the glass and she was just hovering there looking in at us. And I told Wesley, I said, I bet that's my little girl that I helped save. And he said, it might very well be Karen. Because, you know, she did that at the front window to me as well. And it's that sad little female every single time. So I'm going to get it on film eventually. But I was hanging up my feeders. I put some, I've got them in rotation. I'll do the back one day and the front the next day. That way I'm not having to change them all at one time because I got a bunch of feeders, y'all. Too many probably. But anyway, I don't know if you can have too many. But, well, what was I saying? Oh, I was hanging one on the front up, and I had one I've got on like a little shepherd's hook, and I was hanging it, and I was holding the other one. It's like a little patty. It's not about that tall and about that big around. And I hang it on my light post, the little bar that comes out on my light post in my flower bed. And I was standing there holding it while I was hanging the other one up. A hummingbird came and ate out of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all are not even afraid of me anymore. But they know I'm not going to hurt them. They probably watched me save their little friend. But I came out that day. I don't know if that video is still on my page or not. I hope it is. But I came out one day and that little bird, she was just laying there on the patio where she had, I guess either they had collided in air or she had hit the glass. I couldn't tell where she had hit the glass, so I don't know if that's what it was or not, but I put her in a little box and set her in the garage overnight, because they say a lot of times if they lose their bearings that it will, if they can get themselves back together, that they'll be okay. So I put her in the little box and set her on top of our little refrigerator in the garage where it was warm, and so it kept her nice and warm through the night. And then the next morning I started feeding her the sugar water and putting the feeder down next to her, and so she was eating good. And I took her outside and she tried flying a couple of times, and then she ate about 3 times the sugar water, and then she just flew away. They can be mean to each other, deep. See, I've got a couple that are so sweet and they'll let each other eat, but I got a couple that are not. Like you said, they're not nice at all. Alright, I got to get moving here. Alright, let's put a little white dot. Okay. Alright. Now, like I say, the male ones seem to be the ones that are the meanest, I think. I don't think I'm going to do that color. I'm going to do this color. I think it'll show up better. All right. But no, I have enjoyed the hummingbirds this year. Do y'all feed who all feeds hummingbirds in here? Anybody? Like I say, they have enjoyed eating here this year. I tell everybody they're the White House birds. Give them a little bit of cheeks. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put together what I got here. And that way it can be dry, and that way we can stand it all up at the end. And then we will go, and I got to paint one more thing, and then we'll be ready to throw it all together. But I'm going to do it where it's going to be not much to paint. Oops, I know what I need to do. That's... I told myself that before I started, and I didn't do it. The little stick that's holding him up goes up higher. He slapped the bad one. Slapped the bad one. Oh my goodness. You can't catch them, man. They are fast. Wesley went outside last night. We cooked hibachi on the Blackstone. And Wesley was out there cooking, and he's like, I think I'm fixing to get taken out here. He said, these little birds have gone berserk out here. Oops. Get back up here. Oh, look at him. Ain't he cute? I kind of love the colors we used. Tell me what y'all think. All right, let me pull it up, and I'm going to... scoot him over. Get him all lined back up. All right, there we go. That's what he's going to look like. Okay, so we're going to lay him over here and let him be drying while we're going to do this right quick. And then I'm going to stain that right quick. Phyllis. Lisa's been trying to get in touch with another date. Well, you just let me know whenever. Has she been trying to get in touch with me? I have to go and look. I haven't seen anything from her, but I'll go look. If she's trying to get in touch with me, say yes, and I'll try and reach out to her. I know I would love to come paint with you ladies again. Hey, Miss Jane. Well, guys, y'all make sure to tune in all day today over at the Hen House and Bloom group. It's a free group, so it doesn't cost you a dime to join in over there. And you can just refresh your page, and you can see all of the awesome people that are on. So I hope y'all will go and make sure to join in for that. Let's see, what color do I want to do? I think I'm gonna go this color, but I gotta be careful. I'm gonna do like a off-white. Maybe if something will come out. There's my friend Lisa with Little Me Specialties and Gifts and Specialties. How are you doing, girl? That is some thick paint right there. Let's thin it up. I like to go lighter over where my engrave is and just do smaller, lighter coats. But if you fill it in, all you got to do is just get your little tool and pull them out. And if your paint's thinner, you can get away with getting a little bit more in it than where mine's at right now. And I'm going to do one thing so it's not going to matter that much. I didn't, Lisa. When did you send that? If it was this morning, I haven't looked. I had to get some packages gone, and so I've been busy, and had a couple of videos I needed to do while I was watching, so. Alright, so now I'm going to take my little tool. There's a couple of little spots that did fill in, so I'm going to take my little Dollar Tree tool and just go in and just pull that right out. And it'll like puddle up onto the piece, like the paint that's coming out will curl up. Don't try to wipe it off. Let it dry, and then it'll just brush right off. It's not going to stick. But the engrave will absorb a fair amount of the paint. All right, we're going to let that dry, and we're going to get our letters. I say let's stain our letters. What do y'all think? Let's stain them. Let's see. S-C-A-R-E-C-R-O-W. We got them all, thank goodness. And that's just nutmeg. And I don't like nutmeg alone for my stain, so I always pick up a little bit of black. And if you get too much, like I just did, just add a little bit more. We're just gonna... We got 15 minutes. So we got a little blackbird. What's a crow without a blackbird, right? We gotta have him. The main parts, and then I'm going to get my little brush and come in and do all of my little details. Having the right brush, some little smaller brushes, when you're doing your details, they always make the biggest difference, because if you try to go in and do all around this little mouth and the little eyes with that large brush, you're going to have a big old mess, and nobody's going to like me after that. So just going in with a little smaller brush. Uh-oh, JR says he's not ready to let y'all go without saying hello. And I'm just going to... And we'll come back in and put the black in a little bit. Fatima, there's Sandy. Gosh, I'm missing some of y'all. I'm on my hunt to get finished. There's Christy. Gosh, I'm missing everybody. I'm sorry, y'all. Last week, at least I'll go. It must have gone into my spam folder. Anytime that does that, holler at me. But I'll go look. I'm sorry. I didn't get it. All right. Okay, so for our leaves, this is what I like to do. Everybody does leaves different, and it's not a right or a wrong way. It's just however way you do it. And so this is the way I do them. Oops. I didn't really need that much paint, but Okay, I always like to start with yellow or a King's Gold or something like that. To me, the yellow is the lightest color, so it just kind of gives you a base. So let's do several. I think I've changed them all to that. Okay, so then I'm going to come in and I'm going to pick up a little bit of that orange. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of the red. And then I'm going to use the other side of that just for some green. And then I'm going to go back with the yellow. Not much on it. And I'm just going to too much on that one. Let's put a little more red on that. And it just fades out the colors a little bit. If you want them a little bit bolder, you can lightly tap along the edge. But when you put a clear coat on that, y'all, it makes those colors just pop. All right, so let's put a little black on our little eyes. And then we're going to put this little guy together. Oh, I don't need that one. Where'd my other brush go? There it is. All right, let's put all these things together right quick. That way I can show you all. Those are dry and we're going to use this. Who remembers the barn door that I did the other week? Hey, Robin. Like I say, guys, right here at the mad dash to the end, if I've missed anybody, I'm glad y'all are here, and I will definitely go back and say hello to y'all when I sit down this evening. I normally go on and look at all of my stuff when I sit down in the evenings after I've had my shower, so I don't usually go right after I'm done. Oops, wrong way. I want my red on this side. That way it matches my bottom. Okay, that's our pumpkins. Look how cute those are. And while those are drying, I'm going to take my little crow. Set him right on top of his wings. And let's put our letters down. Put it on right, Karen. You love the barn door. Oh, I do too. Wait a minute. You can't miss the little scarecrow awning. I hope it all gets dry fast enough. That's the reason I did those big pieces first. Let's try and do this. And it's etched out where everything goes, so it's not like a guessing game. See how it's still, you can still see the etched part. And my glue dries clear, so if any of it does ooze out the sides, it's okay. Like I say, I'll be live tomorrow and on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So I hope y'all will come back and hang out with me again. I'll do something I won't have to look at so much. I like to be able to pay attention to the screen a little more. I don't have any. Maybe we'll do a live this. Maybe Thursday, and we'll get the mister in here. I don't know, it gets wild when he's in here. Oh, Weston. We'll get Weston in. I gave him such a rough time. Fredna don't know she made my day when she did that. Fredna accidentally called him Weston, and I have just jumped on board with that. So Weston is my new boyfriend, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, and I got these two. Let's see if we can get him up without pulling them apart. He's going to take a little extra time to dry. We might not be able to do anything with him. So get his wings on straight. All right, so let's get our barn door. So here is our barn door. And yeah, it's hard to get down in there on purpose because we don't want it tipping over. And here is our little door hanger. And this is just going to lean there. Let me turn it around where I can put it all on here and then. Y'all, I can't get it. Get back up there. It's sliding on me. I'm going to just lean it because I can't get it put in, because if I do, I'm losing it. I'm going to just lean it up here, but it fits down in the little notches. But if I push it, I'm going to, well, you can't see the fence on that side. But you got the little fence, and you got the little Scarecrow sign. You got the little door hanger. You got the Scarecrow, and you got the little fence. The fence goes on both sides, but you can't see it because it's behind this on one side. So you really didn't even have to use the other one. But you can see it on this one. So what do y'all think? Is that not too stinking cute? But that little Scarecrow is adorable. I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. Oh, and we can put the little Scarecrow. He can sit up here. You can glue him to something. Oh my goodness. But up after me is Cindy over at C3 Cottage Crafts. I hope y'all will hang out and see her. We got 2 minutes. How did I finish early, y'all? I don't ever finish early. What did I do with my... Oh, y'all look at the little earrings. I'll slide them over. The little earrings with every regular price order. And I did do it with 1 week of my, well, fiddlesticks. I got that one tangled up. Look how cute. And they are directional. This one's got, they go on, see, this one's got the patch on this side, and this one's got it on this side, but they're, how cute. And then, I don't have the stuff on this one, but we got those ones too. And they're on the back too. But they still got to be clear coated. And then we got the sunflowers. I think some folks got sunflowers. So there's 2 sizes. And I didn't ask what size you wanted. You just got what was laying on the table that I already had packaged up. Because you get a little package and it's got all the hardware. Here it is. That's what it looks like. It's got the little hardware in it and everything. So, and then you get to paint it. But y'all got to share pictures over at my sharing page. It is crafting and the and sign mower. And I will link it over here. But if you get earrings and you paint them, and if you don't paint them or you're not a painter and you don't want to paint them, share them with somebody that does. Let them paint them and have them. But I do the back of them and then I just clear coat them. And they'll be super fun. And we'll have cute little earrings to wear for fall. But I've got some Halloween stuff. I'm apprehensive to send Halloween because I don't know who celebrates Halloween and who doesn't. I know a lot of people don't. So I hate to do that. How's Mr. Weston? Mr. Weston's doing good. He's doing great. But I hope y'all love this. This is going to be in the barn doors in my shop. And the little Scarecrow kit, I'll get a picture of it when we're done and it dries. I'm going to have to sit it down because it's sliding. And it dries, and then I will get it put into the shop as well. But y'all, it's so super cute. I hope y'all loved it, and I hope y'all will hang out and join over at the Hen House Bloom and More group. Miss Ollie and Miss Karen are awesome. And if you aren't already following over at White's Creative Designs, what y'all waiting on? Y'all come on, we have fun. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 1 and Wednesday at 1. So y'all come back and see me then. I love y'all bunches, and I hope y'all have a spectacular day. Love y'all. Have a great day, friends.